Not sure how I feel about this bike at the moment. What I'm talking about is how filthy it is. I always said when I brought it I'd keep it as clean as I could because it's the first brand new bike I brought, but also I want to ride it on the lanes. I don't want to get it absolutely filthy and clean it religiously. Just finished filming a video and looking back at the bike thinking, I haven't made good on the promise I made to myself. So, question to you guys is, any motorcycling promises you've made to yourselves? Is it, I'm going to get a new bike? Is it, I'm going to wear more safety equipment because I know I'm not good enough at doing that? Is it, I'm simply going to get out on the bike and ride more? Stop making excuses. Whatever it is, if you have one, I'd love to hear it. And if you don't have one, that's fine. We'll just have a bit of a chat. I've got nothing in particular to chat about today, but yeah, just made a video. Why the Royal Enfield Himalayan may or may not be a good beginner bike. I think it is in a lot of cases, but there are some definite use situations where I think you're going to be better on something else. Loads of battery left in the Insta today. So yeah, just thought we'd go for a little bit of an extended ride and see what we can find. There's a little lane up here that I'm going to try and attempt. It's pretty muddy today at the moment, so we may or may not tackle that, depending on how it looks at the start of it. But we'll head in that general direction anyway, and yeah, see what we can find. So yeah, the green lane I was talking about may not happen because it's definitely not down this way, taking a wrong turn somewhere. So yeah, let's just do a bit of a road ride. I'll be honest, I haven't got all of my all of the kit I'd usually wear for green lanes anyway, so don't want to go too crazy. It's about 2 degrees here in the UK, so a little bit chilly, not too bad. This LS2 jacket again is keeping me nice and toasty and warm. Got the heated grips on today at full whack. So yeah, for me, in terms of what I want to do this year, is I want to get out on the bike more. Made a lot of excuses in the winter not to get out, and that's why my last 3 or 4 videos have been sitting at the PC doing voiceovers on different bits and pieces because I just haven't wanted to go out. I've got a little bit of an excuse that I'm going to make. I'm training for a marathon at the moment, so I've got Manchester Marathon coming up in April. So I'm pretty damn knackered. So yeah, when it's cold and horrible outside and it's a little bit windy, then when you're training for a marathon and you're spent, you don't really want to get out on the bike so much. But I'm going to make it my mission to do that a little bit more anyway. Bring some content to you guys, and then when Manchester is out of the way, if you can't tell by the tone of my voice, I'm really looking forward to that. When Manchester is out of the way, then we can concentrate on the main thing I want to bring to you guys this year, which is loads of test rides. I want to get out on some new bikes. I want to potentially buy myself a new bike. Those of you that saw one of my previous videos will know that. The Triumph Street Triple may not be here for too much longer. But yeah, we'll see what happens, folks. We will see what happens. Loads of new bikes to test. I didn't mention it in the other video, but I want to get out on the crikey, I've forgotten the name of it now. I'm going absolutely crazy today. CF Motor 450 MT. That needs to be test ridden. I'm not going to buy one because I've got the Hemi, but absolutely want to get on a test ride on one of those. And I wouldn't mind trying out the new KTMs when they come out. Both the Enduro and the Adventure. They're I think they were literally announced a couple of days ago. Prices look good. £5,500, £6,500, depending on the spec you want to go for. Never been a massive fan of the KTM Orange, I'll be honest. I probably won't end up buying one. KTM are obviously in a little bit of trouble at the moment. I believe, I may have this wrong, but I believe CF Moto are buying them out with some kind of salvage operation in place there. I think KTM will be okay. Never had a KTM, never had a massive inkling to get one. But they've been around for a while now, and it's never nice to see any brand, big or small, go out of business. So I hope they're going to be okay. The only bike from KTM that has really tickled my fancy in the past, and again is a bike that I considered swapping out the Street Triple for, was the KTM 390 Jig. I thought that was a cracking looking little bike. Reviews were really, really good on it. I never actually test rode one, but then I saw one locally one day and it looked absolutely tiny. I'm not the biggest guy, but it looked like a little bit of a toy. I think I'd want something just a little bit bigger than that, but yeah, they've got some interesting bikes if you're in the adventure market or in the enduro market for sure, but yeah, not my favourite brand in the world, that's for sure. I've absolutely no idea where I am. Seem to be saying that a lot recently, but keep seeing little lanes, going down them and getting lost and quite enjoying it. As soon as he says that, he thinks he knows where he is. Okay, yeah, I know where I am. A little update on the foot pegs of the bike. So those of you that have been around for a while, and I've been banging on about taking the rubbers out of the foot pegs on the Himalayan, and it's taken me months to do it. Finally did it. Pleased to report, no vibes that I can feel, no increased vibes from the rubbers. So realistically, as far as I can see, for the rest of my time with the Himalayan, they're going to stay out. The only time I may kind of choose to put them back in is if I were, you know, going on a long trip. We're talking maybe 100 miles plus, and I know for certain there's going to be no green lanes involved. But yeah, apart from that, I'm gonna go rubbers out. I think it's the way to go. Done a couple of green lanes since. Much more confidence inspiring. Didn't feel like I was gonna, my leg was gonna slip off the bike, which is exactly what you want. So, whoa, where on earth am I? Well, I don't know if that's a green lane or a public footpath. My phone battery's died on me, so I can't even check on the OS map. Well, we're not going to do it, just in case. Now, one bike I didn't mention when I was talking about potentially replacing the Street Triple was another Royal Enfield, the Guerrilla 450. I would love to have a test ride on that one. I test rode the Himalayan 450, really enjoyed the engine, and in my opinion, the Guerrilla is a better looking bike than the Himalayan 450, and I don't need two adventure bikes, so Guerrilla might be a good option as well. So I'm gonna speak to Royal Enfield in Peterborough, Sycamore, see if they can do me a couple of back-to-back test rides. That'd be pretty awesome. May just get some money out of me, so yeah, we'll have a chat to them in the spring.